Life happens. A nasty cold, a looming work deadline, or a packed vacation schedule forces you to skip a workout, and then another. Before you realize it, that single skipped gym session quickly snowballs into a full 14-day hiatus. And as the calendar flips, a very specific anxiety sets in. You look in a mirror and swear you can actually see yourself shrinking. You feel weaker climbing the stairs. You feel softer. But is that intense, creeping panic medically justified? Or is your own brain playing tricks on you, generating a physical decay that hasn't actually happened yet? To find out, we need to track the exact biological cascade of a 2-week break from exercise. By mapping out what happens inside your cells day by day, we can separate the physiological reality of what you lose from the psychological illusion of what you keep. Let's look at the first 72 hours. The medical truth here usually surprises people. In those initial 3 days of total inactivity, you nurse absolutely zero fitness progress. Your strength, your endurance, and your physical muscle mass remain perfectly intact. What is actually happening is your body is finally getting a break. Heavy exercise creates tiny micro tears in your muscle tissue and taxes your central nervous system. During this window, your system finally has the energy to knit those frayed fibers back together and fully reset your nervous system. This 3-day window of pure recovery is so effective that professional athletes deliberately write it into their schedules right before a major competition to ensure they hit their absolute physical peak. Short-term inactivity provides the specific biological conditions required for your body to grow. By the end of week 1, the negative shifts you feel stem from chemical changes rather than physical breakdown. Regular exercise floods your brain with feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Take away that physical stimulus, and the steady production of those chemicals sharply drops off. This sudden neurochemical drop causes the symptoms you feel in the real world. Your daily energy flatlines, lethargy creeps into your afternoons, and stress levels start to spike. Yet, despite this intense mental fatigue telling you otherwise, your physical structure is totally fine. Even at day 7, your poor muscle mass remains 100% intact. That heavy, unmotivated feeling at the end of week 1 is simply a neurological withdrawal symptom. Your brain is throwing a chemical tantrum, while your body remains as strong as ever. It isn't until the 14-day mark that actual physiological decay begins. In the real world, your heart and lungs become slightly less efficient at pumping oxygen. You'll likely experience breathlessness much faster, and your overall endurance takes a noticeable hit. Looking at this timeline graph tracking overall fitness, you can see the line stays flat for almost 2 weeks before cardiovascular efficiency takes a sharp dive. And right alongside that drop, we see a decline in insulin sensitivity and metabolism. Without the constant demand of muscle contraction, your body slows down its daily calorie burn. Because your muscles aren't working as hard, they become less effective at absorbing glucose, or blood sugar, from your bloodstream. And this is right around the time the true panic sets in, the mirror. In this side-by-side cross-section, the muscle on the right looks noticeably smaller and visually deflated compared to the one on the left. But look closer at the actual red tissue. The amount of physical muscle fiber is exactly the same. Your body is not cannibalizing your hard-earned muscle. The tissue is merely deflating because it is storing phosphorus, water, and glycogen, the carbohydrate energy your muscles use during workouts. So by the end of week 2, your lung capacity is genuinely compromised, and your physique visually deflates. But underneath that optical illusion, your core structural muscle mass remains fully intact throughout the hiatus. That cardiovascular drop at day 14 is a temporary plateau, not a permanent cliff. Taking 2 weeks off does not erase the months or years of hard work you put in beforehand. Your body relies on a biological failsafe known as muscle memory. Your muscle cells actively preserve the cellular blueprints of all your previous training. When you finally hit the gym again, those dormant instructions immediately reactivate, allowing your body to rebuild lost adaptations far more efficiently than a beginner starting from scratch. If you know a long break is unavoidable, you can run a basic damage control protocol. First, prioritize a high protein intake to safeguard your existing mass. Second, maintain basic daily movements like walking just to keep your metabolism simmering. When you are finally ready to return, resist the urge to punish yourself. Squeezing 2 weeks of missed workouts into a single agonizing session will only risk injury. Just ease back into your normal routine gradually. Physical fitness is dictated by your consistency across years, not perfection across a few weeks. The only true danger of a 14-day hiatus is letting the guilt stop you from striking the pavement and starting again.